Well, hello and a very warm welcome once again to the Hala Legionov in Kielce in Poland, where you join us for the 15th session of boxing here on the 8th day of competition at the 2021 AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships. We're at the semi-final stage. We know the identity of all of the medalists, and now the semi-finalists will be battling it out to see who will be in contention for championship gold. In the 14th session of boxing, it was women's action all the way. Tonight here in session 15, it is men's action across 5 weight divisions at light flyweight, 56-kilogram bantamweight, light welterweight, middleweight, and we will conclude with the 91-kilogram heavyweight semi-final.
Representing Russia.
My name is Ronald McIntosh. I'm the commentator here on Ring A. The other 5 weight categories are being contested over on Ring B, where Andy Clark, my colleague, is on commentary duty.
Referee Bin Amzah Mazlan.
Remember, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel where you are watching this live stream of AIBA World Championship Boxing. And there you will find plenty of content, archive, and indeed the live stream here from the Youth World Championships. So getting us underway in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division are boxers from Azerbaijan and Russia, and this one being scored ringside by judges from Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Argentina, Mongolia, India, and Hungary. Oh, there is the man from Azerbaijan, Nijat HUSEYNOV, 18 years of age, preparing for his 3rd contest of Kielce 2021 tonight, as is his opponent. That is the Russian boxer, Robert BADALIAN. He prevailed on a unanimous points decision victory yesterday against Sang Sawang of Thailand. As for the man in the red corner, he to a unanimous points decision victory over Levente Gedius of Hungary. So it promises to be a contest of high skill, this one, between boxers from Azerbaijan and Russia.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. The first semi-final of this 15th session of boxing. We're in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division. Both of these boxers guaranteed a medal. Both of them keen to get through to contest championship gold. The man wearing blue has already experienced the top medal rostrum in the Continental Championships. He's the 2020 European Youth Champion at 49 kilograms. Took his national title in the same weight class that same year. And the man wearing red, HUSEYNOV, in the exchange of jabs, he too a national youth champion in 2020 at 49 kilograms. Got that habit of poking and playing with that gum shield. It often protrudes from his mouth, right on cue from HUSEYNOV. And a spearing left-right on an overhand right landed by BADALIAN. That lead left hook, BADALIAN, as we approach the midpoint of this opening round. Very relaxed operator is BADALIAN. HUSEYNOV trying to get over that front foot, looking for the backhand, but was out of range. Lovely left jab, and then skipping off to his left from BADALIAN. Trying to go down to the body is HUSEYNOV. Looking for that right cross. Terrific use of the feet once again from BADALIAN. And that left jab reddening the face of the boxer from Azerbaijan. Big backhand attempted by HUSEYNOV. Counter right hand is a well-picked punch by the man in red. BADALIAN quickening his feet and closing the distance. And then there's a jolting left hand landed by the Azeri boxer, who's beginning to find his range with more consistency in the closing stages of this opening round. Look at that for a left jab from BADALIAN to put distance between he and his opponent once again. It's been a really effective punch for him. Looking for the right hand around the corner was HUSEYNOV. Both men missing with their attempted shots. HUSEYNOV looking for a big overhand right, looking for the same punch once again. Right hand landed on the bell by HUSEYNOV, who got himself more consistent success. That is why he's taken a share of the round for Judge D. The other 4 observers around the boxing ring here at the Halle Legionov, preferring the work of BADALIAN. Some of the action from that opening round.
Левый-влево в голову, а правый по животу. Ты понял? Взрывчик туда. Взрыв. Да. Можешь дистанцию сломаться, ушел. Где-то можешь сам пойти на него. Что я ошибся? Ручки вот сюда и ты. Да. Вот смотри,
Seconds out, G.
работай. Передний бьем, его в сторону.
Zerbeler sayın altı.
Round 2.
So to the second round then, and sprinting out of the blocks is Robert BADALIAN from Russia, landing with a leaping left hook. Almost catching HUSEYNOV by surprise. HUSEYNOV digs in, looking for a right hand as, again, BADALIAN sprinting back into the pocket. Two fast twitch fighters, variably waiting to explode into range. Here's a shot without reply by BADALIAN. Wonderful left hand once again from the man in blue. HUSEYNOV in pursuit. Got to be careful he doesn't end up following him around the ring, because BADALIAN dictating the distance, controlling the distance and the tempo of this contest. There's a single shot success from the man in red. He's in danger of shadowing him here rather than cutting him off. He scores with a good right hand to the body by employing that side step to his right, HUSEYNOV. HUSEYNOV looking to counter, targets the body once again, but it's evaded by BADALIAN. He lost his footing near the perimeter of the ring, and my goodness, how about that for a tangle? So presenting a different posture now, HUSEYNOV, hand down by his side. Trying to goad BADALIAN into leading so he can explode with his attempted quick counters. Good right hand to the body landed by BADALIAN. But a terrific reverse 1-2 from HUSEYNOV. BADALIAN holding his feet for just an instant, and it was recognized by HUSEYNOV, and he scored with a right left, which caused BADALIAN to become a little bit disorganized. Big left hook landed by the man in red, but it was countered during that exchange by BADALIAN. Solid right hand landed over the top as the two boxers tie one another up once again. 2.5 minutes gone in this second round. The man in blue took the first round on a 4-1 split. Again, that habit of pushing out the mouthpiece from HUSEYNOV. Wishing to state the obvious, but the gum shield is there to protect the teeth and gums. And if you push it out like that, I'm not sure how much protection it's going to provide if you take a shot to the mouth. He has to reinsert it before going back to his corner, but it's got to come out to be rinsed anyway. Another action-packed round of boxing, and HUSEYNOV taking it for 3 of the judges, so it is all square for judges A, C, D, and E. What a contest we have in prospect over the course of the final 3 minutes. BADALIAN, 2 rounds to the good for Judge B, but for the other 4 observers here, that successful flurry with the man pinned to the ropes could have been decisive in turning the tables in that round. So all square, 4 of the 5 judges. The semi-final has effectively come down to the final 3 minutes.
Seconds out, please.
Раз, раз, два. Левый, левый, правый. Быстро развиваться. Все, выложиться.
Round 3.
So into the 3rd and final round we go. And HUSEYNOV, well, he's been put on the end of a rapid-fire double jab there. BADALIAN up on his toes, just reversing and then getting in with another jab. 3 solid left jabs landed in the first 20 seconds of this final round. It is a terrific start by the man in blue. Big hooks exchange from the rear hand from both boxers. Right hand without reply from HUSEYNOV. BADALIAN looking to establish that lead left hand, which he's used to terrific effect through the course of the opening minute. Found the range just after the bell and scored repeatedly with it. Remember, it's the place in the 49-kilogram light flyweight final at stake. Boxers exchanging jabs on a resumption. Beautiful counter right hand with the final shot of that coming together. BADALIAN comes back and lands a left jab before another. Clinch with arms entwined all over the place, causing the intervention of the referee. Counter right hand was the best shot of that coming together from BADALIAN. My goodness, that's a rather dangerous tactic employed by HUSEYNOV. Really shouldn't bend your opponent's neck back like that. Referee right on the money to speak with him about that. Solid left hand landed by BADALIAN. Remember, it's all square on the cards of the four of the 5 judges. And we've got a minute as BADALIAN lands another solid left hand, and for my money, HUSEYNOV needs to do something big in his final 40 seconds. He's being kept at distance by that lead left hand of the man in blue. And again, while the interventions keep coming because of excessive holding, time is ticking away. Who can produce some sustained quality in the final 20 plus seconds that remain to catch the eye of the judges? BADALIAN looking for the lead left hand. HUSEYNOV in pursuit of his man. They're right over our commentary position here at the Hala Legionov. 10-second clapper is imminent. And then a furious trade-off on the ropes at the far side of the ring from our commentary position. It's untidy at the conclusion. There's been no doubt about the determination in evidence. And I am inclined to agree with the man who has raised his right hand in anticipation of what he thinks is going to be victory. He was terrific in that final round, and he did it with a punch that all boxers learn first of all, the lead left jab, and it worked fantastically for him. HUSEYNOV remained committed to his cause, kept in pursuit of his man, but couldn't find the consistency that served him so well in the second round. I think it's the man in blue who is going through to contest World Championship gold. We will get the verdict once HUSEYNOV arrives at center ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is a boxer from the blue corner.
And just look at what it means to Robert BADALIAN. Unanimous points victor over Nijat HUSEYNOV of Azerbaijan, and the 2020 European Youth Champion goes through to contest World Championship gold here at Kielce 2021. That is a man on a mission, and he'll be back in the boxing ring on the 23rd of April, the final day of competition here, and that is how he did it, sweeping the final round for all 5 scoring judges, and he did it behind that educated lead left hand. A very good display indeed. Nijat HUSEYNOV has produced a terrific tournament here. He was in tears after being declared the victor yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen,
to guarantee himself a championship medal, he comes away with World Championship bronze here at Kielce 2021. It's BADALIAN who will box for championship gold.
Red corner, please welcome boxer representing India, CHONGTHAM, Bishwamitra. And his opponent, representing Kazakhstan in blue corner, TASHKENBAY Sanzhar.
So here are the judges who will score the second 49-kilogram light flyweight semi-final. They're from Moldova, Armenia, Italy, Mongolia, and Slovakia. Well, there is the man who will be representing India,
And judge assignment in
Bishwamitra, CHONGTHAM, 18 years of age, Asian junior gold medalist.
Referee Lazarev Dmitro, Ukraine.
Going for his 3rd bout, having progressed in his quarter-final over Omer Ametovic with a unanimous points decision victory, beating the good Serbian boxer. All 5 of the judges. There's his opponent, Sanzhar, TASHKENBAY, the man from Kazakhstan, with a unanimous points decision victory over Ibrahim Ishjonov of Uzbekistan to progress here. Dmitry Lazarev of Ukraine is the referee. Also the 3rd bout of the tournament for the 17-year-old Kazakhstan boxer wearing blue.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 2 southpaws facing off to determine who will go through to face Robert Badalian of Russia in the gold medal bout here on the final day of competition. They're from India and Kazakhstan, and the taller figure, TASHKENBAY, looking to get over the front foot and keep this little pressure boxer at bay. Saw how effective the jab can be. Oh my goodness! Well, you really don't like to see that in the boxing ring. Athletes who possess terrific power to weight ratio, throwing one another to the canvas. Thankfully, everybody's okay. So approaching a minute gone in this opening round, we see the sidestep from TASHKENBAY. TASHKENBAY just falling short. He's using that right hand as a rangefinder, and while he keeps pecking and poking with it, CHONGTHAM just a little bit to step into his own punching range, but he did so without reply there and scored with an overhand left out of his southpaw stance. Defense with the gloves from CHONGTHAM, and then he starts to go to work to the body, doubling up his attack, keeping the pressure going, but a neat sidestep applied by TASHKENBAY. Educated left hand got around the rear of the right glove from the man in blue. There's the same shot once again. It took a more direct route from TASHKENBAY. Terrific use of the left cross once again. Found a range with that punch over the previous 20 seconds or so. Same shot, same result, and it causes CHONGTHAM just to shake his head to clear his senses and try and get his groove back after being picked off by that southpaw backhand from TASHKENBAY in repeated fashion. So TASHKENBAY presenting a different posture for a moment. Standing in front of his man, same shot, same result once again, and CHONGTHAM has got to make some type of adjustment here because he simply hasn't been able to avoid the southpaw left cross through this mid portion of the round. So trying to tuck up tightly is CHONGTHAM, but he's put on the end of a straight punch once again. There's a raiding left hand by the man in red, but he's backed up with intent by TASHKENBAY. CHONGTHAM got through with a counter left hand after TASHKENBAY missed. So the 10-second clapper. Beautiful single shot once again, picked out effectively by TASHKENBAY. A terrific conclusion to the round, which started somewhere around the midpoint for the man in blue. Began to find the range with his left cross, and he did so repeatedly. Well, one judge preferring the work of the man in red, but TASHKENBAY's southpaw left hand was impressive indeed.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So into the second round, and what can CHONGTHAM do differently? Having conceded the opening round 4-1, well, he's come out with incredible aggression, racing across the ring, to find his man. But TASHKENBAY saying, okay, that's not going to ruffle me in any way, shape or form. He's standing his ground. He's using good footwork and trying to repel the attacks of the aggressive little boxer in red. And credit to him for trying to quicken the tempo and up his work rate. And he scores with a right-left combination. The southpaw left over the top. There's a southpaw jab that lands. Terrific increase in intensity from CHONGTHAM after conceding the opening round 4-1. But TASHKENBAY willing not to be pushed backwards as he scores with a left cross during that coming together. Terrific use of the backhand once again from the man in blue. Scores with a left hand to the body. Well, what a contest we have here, because it's though TASHKENBAY and his Kazakh seconds, his Kazakh coaches have said to him, listen, don't let this guy bully you around the ring. You stand your ground and make him pay a price to get into range. And that is exactly what he's doing, particularly with that southpaw left hand. Terrific contest, this one. You have to credit CHONGTHAM for listening to his corner and changing the tactics as he scores with the left hand over the top, but then there's a double southpaw left success for TASHKENBAY. What a contest through the opening half of this second round. So looking for that left once again is CHONGTHAM, but he takes a solid left cross from TASHKENBAY. Can CHONGTHAM maintain the pressure that he started this second round with? Been an incredible punch output. Well, he made his way across the ring with quick feet, but he didn't have any success on that foray forward. Jab was partially blocked by the gloves, but then TASHKENBAY going down to the body. Left hand over the top from CHONGTHAM wasn't too far away. Then he scores with a good up jab out of that southpaw stance. TASHKENBAY long with his attempted left cross. Good right hand landed by CHONGTHAM as he got over the front foot once again. Seemed to take a breather around 40 seconds ago, but in the closing stages of this round, he's looking to up the work rate once again. Looking for that left hand over the top repeatedly. TASHKENBAY, his accuracy not as impressive as it was in the opening round. Solid left hand landed by the man in red. What a second round, my goodness. Well, the man in red was plenty aggressive, but make no mistake, he was met by a skillful operator on the back foot. But it is the aggression of CHONGTHAM that has been rewarded. So it is all square for 4 of the 5 judges after 2 completed rounds. The increase in tempo from CHONGTHAM proving to be effective. And so we are all square after 2 rounds for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. 19 points apiece, 1 round apiece.
Seconds out, please.
Both boxers exhaling loudly as they prepare for this 3rd and final round.
Round 3.
So it's come down to the final 3 minutes in this 49-kilogram light flyweight semi-final, and look at the start from both boxers. The momentum perhaps with CHONGTHAM, who swept the 2nd round across the board. Now can TASHKENBAY find that left cross which served him so well? You can see the tenor of the contest has changed as CHONGTHAM springs into the pocket once again, but couldn't find the range, hitting on the break. TASHKENBAY comes back with a solid left cross. And TASHKENBAY looking for that 1-2 combination. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm getting up close and personal with CHONGTHAM because he came sprinting across the ring. His balance completely betrayed him. And he almost made like a torpedo through the ropes here, heading right for our commentary position. Thankfully, no harm done. The action resumes. And it's TASHKENBAY looking to get onto the front foot. Beautiful right hook out of that crouch from CHONGTHAM. Oh, that's a solid 2-shot combination from TASHKENBAY. We're approaching the midpoint of the final round, and it's TASHKENBAY who's looking to be the busier of these 2 boxers here. Oh, terrific punch picking once again. 3-shot combination followed by a right-left combination from TASHKENBAY. Good portion of the round for him. CHONGTHAM will be aware of that, and he lands with a clean right hook and follows it by a left cross. Terrific 2-way action here in the 3rd and final round of a contest that is up for grabs. All square for 4 of the 5 scoring judges after 2 completed rounds. And these 2 boxers enjoying plenty of success at the expense of the opponent here in the 3rd. Nice movement to his right from TASHKENBAY. CHONGTHAM comes back with a right hand around the corner and over the top. Solid left hand landed by CHONGTHAM, but look at that reverse 1-2 followed by a right hook from TASHKENBAY, and then another 2-shot success as opposed to the 1 from CHONGTHAM. So a good portion of the round again for the man in blue. Now, the last time we had this type of juncture, CHONGTHAM responded with a terrific 2-shot combination, hard punches that came in quick succession. Can he respond again? Lands with a left cross once more. Terrific competitiveness on display between these 2 semi-finalists. They've guaranteed themselves World Championship bronze at least, but they want to go through to the gold medal bout. TASHKENBAY with a solid right-left combination. Shot over the top was from the man in red. 10-second clapper as TASHKENBAY lands another left cross and another one. CHONGTHAM bombing away with his own backhand. And that will be the final action of the contest. What a contest! Absolutely sensational stuff. And there's celebrations in both corners, but for what it's worth, at the conclusion of what was a terrific final round of boxing, I think it is TASHKENBAY who has just edged that 3rd and final round. But make no mistake, there is very little in it, because both boxers really did set out their stall and go for it in their bid to face off against Robert BADALIAN in the gold medal bout here at Kielce 2021. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from blue corner.
And there is confirmation.
Sanzhar, Kazakhstan.
Sanzhar TASHKENBAY, a split decision winner. 28-29, 29-28 for all 5 judges, but 4 of them preferring the work of Tashkenbay. And that is how he did it, sweeping the final round, which was an absolute firefight for the full 3 minutes. Bishwamitra CHONGTHAM comes away with championship bronze, and he should be incredibly proud of his performance here. The buzzing little boxer made a real name for himself with his exciting performances. Championship bronze for him. It will be Russia versus Kazakhstan for championship gold on the final day of competition on the 23rd of April.
57 in ring A, men's bantam, 56 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Russia, SHENDRIK Alexey. And his opponent, representing Kazakhstan, in blue corner, SABYR, Yerbolat. Judges assignments, 1, Argentina.
So we move up to the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division, and here are the 5 scoring judges who will be the arbiters of this one there, from Argentina, Czech Republic, Malaysia, Armenia, and Sri Lanka. There is the Russian boxer, Alexey SHENDRIK. 17-year-old, preparing for his 4th bout of the tournament, won in his quarterfinal. 5-0 unanimous decision against SABYR, but he was warned twice for holding. It was a very untidy affair between SHENDRIK and BADALIAN, but that is how he's booked his place on the medal podium. As for Yerbolat SABYR, well, he won 3-0 against Saidal Horta of Cuba. Cuba was warned for holding in round 2 in that contest. Similarly, for the 19-year-old from Kazakhstan, he's preparing for his 4th contest.
Round 1.
So we're underway then, semi-final action. In the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division. 2 talented teenagers facing off to determine who will go through to the gold medal bout. Man wearing red, Alexey SHENDRIK of Russia, his opponent. That's SABYR of Kazakhstan, who's a southpaw wearing blue. And what a start to the round by both of these boxers. Beautiful lead left hand landed during that exchange by SHENDRIK, and then he lands with a right cross before taking a hard left hand into the midsection. We start to the contest for these boxers. Right hand came around the corner from SABYR. SHENDRIK trying to get on his front foot and re-establish that lead left hand. There's a right cross which follows the jab, and then he turns it into a right hook into the body of the man in blue. Solid right cross through the middle from the man in red. Drop down a right hand to the body. Left cross in response from SABYR. Terrific two-way action through the first half of this opening round. My goodness. Non-stop punching. Plenty of thinking at a high tempo between these two. It's almost as though they step off for a portion and then they're stepping back in at identical moments. Left hand success repeatedly for SABYR. Working away to the body is SHENDRIK, but a couple of those shots may have been blocked by the elbows as SABYR comes back with a strong left cross. Left cross success once again for the man in blue. 3 times in quick succession, make that 4. Terrific portion of the round for SABYR of Kazakhstan. And that could be the difference in a contest which has been very close so far throughout this opening round. Repeated success with a backhand. SHENDRIK, though, plenty of time to make it up and scores to the body effectively, but there's the left cross success once again. SABYR has really found a range with that backhand to both body and head. Electing to go on the back foot, that's inviting pressure, and SHENDRIK targeting the body with his right cross. Right hand came around the corner from the man in red and found a home, as it did right there on the head guard of the man in blue, but southpaw left success once again. SHENDRIK continuing to come forward, really planting his feet into the canvas and getting leverage onto these shots. That's for ring B. There's still 20 seconds, and once again, it's the Sunday punch of the man in blue. The left cross, which crashes home onto the chin of SHENDRIK. Left cross to the body scored by the man in blue. And a left cross on the bell, speared home by SABYR. And I think those backhand successes are enough to take that round for me. But what say the 5 judges, because it was incredibly competitive. SHENDRIK showing his prowess as well. 5 scoring judges scoring in favor of Yerbolat SABYR, a clean sweep after the first 3 minutes. And what was a terrifically busy opening round.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round, SHENDRIK, the 2020 European Youth Championship gold medalist at 56 kilograms, conceded it across the board. That is why he's come out looking to quicken the tempo. But SABYR, having built up that advantage, content to hold his feet now and just pick off the man in red as he's advancing. Still looking to target that southpaw left hand, which served him so well during the course of the opening round. And now just changing the look in front of the man. The two of them were almost standing at center ring and trading off in the first round. And that's what's ensuing right here in the neutral corner, just above our commentary position. Still, repeated left hands being speared out. And he's finding the range with them is SABYR, inviting pressure in the corner, goading the man to come in. SHENDRIK going in pursuit of his man to overturn the 10-9 deficit that he faces for all 5 judges after the opening round. And he's having success, but he's paying a heavy toll as well, particularly from that backhand of the man in blue. So SHENDRIK really looking to be the aggressor here, but SABYR is standing his ground and picking his punches very well indeed. Counter left hand was off the mark. SHENDRIK looking to go down to the body. Good right hand success for the man in red. And left hand nudged through at the end of that cluster. Oh, that's a beautiful left hand, and it bent the man over backwards, crashing right onto his chin. But he steps right back into the pocket. Solid punch resistance demonstrated by SHENDRIK. But he won't want to take too many of those. You can see damage inflicted on the nose of the man in red. Takes a hard shot to the body as he looks to step back into the breach. And then his head is pivoted by a left-right combination out of that southpaw stance. He had success of his own while taking those 2 punches. And the two-way action continues as SHENDRIK gets through with the right hand. Solid left cross once again, landing, and then a 1-2 success for the man in blue, whose straight punches have served him very well indeed. He gets his head buffeted by a left-right combination, does SABYR. Closing seconds of the second round. SABYR with a left hand once again. So another glancing left hand lands on the 10-second clapper for SABYR. SHENDRIK continuing to bustle away. You have to give him credit as there's another exchange and an eye-catching left jolting the head of SHENDRIK. during that final coming together before the bell to conclude the second round, I happen to think, despite this man's increased intensity, it is still SABYR who has taken it, and 4 of the 5 judges agreeing. Judge B favoring the work of SHENDRIK. So for 4 of the 5 judges here, A, C, D, and E, it is Yerbolat SABYR who has a 2-round lead, 20 points to 18 lead over SHENDRIK from Russia. It was the best shot of the entire contest. Solid left hand that disorganized SHENDRIK for a moment.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
Oh, that's a terrific left hand as the bell sounds to begin the 3rd round. And how fitting is it that Yerbolat SABYR found the range with that shot, which has been his most profitable punch all contest long. SHENDRIK simply hasn't been able to avoid it. And again, his head swiveled left and right by 2-shot success there from the man in blue. SHENDRIK gets through with a strong right cross. He's looking for the backhand once again. That's a brilliant right hand landed by SHENDRIK, and it caused SABYR to lose his boxing stance. He went skipping backwards for a moment, but now he is right back into the pocket and exchanging heavy leather with his Russian opponent. This is absolutely sensational stuff from these 2 boxers as they both go in pursuit of a place in the gold medal bout in the 56-kilogram bantamweight division. Big backhand landed by SHENDRIK once again. Remember, he is down 20-18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges here, so he knows he needs a big final round, and credit to him because he is going for it, leaving no stone unturned in his pursuit of victory. And he's having success with his backhand here, and they're solid punches as well. Both boxers feeling the pace, but they are being driven on by their competitive spirit. All of the training to prepare for Kielce 2021. Well, this is where it pays dividends, because this is a hard-fought contest. But look at SHENDRIK take the punches and still keep coming. It's not that they're not paying attention to defense, as he's doubled over by a couple of body shots. But their will continues to drive them forward as SABYR lands a cracking left cross. And it was SHENDRIK who had to step backwards across the ring. What an opening 2 minutes of this 3rd and final round. Solid left hand landed once again by SABYR, and he bombs away with the backhand once more. SHENDRIK increasingly fatigued here now, can't get out the way of the punches, but he's staying in punching range in a bid to find his own success. Oh, that's a beautifully picked left cross from SABYR. SHENDRIK didn't fully commit to his punch that he was thinking about, and while he was in 2 minds as to whether to draw it back, a left hand came crashing through. Still SHENDRIK comes forward, looking for the finishing fusillade deep into this 3rd and final round. As much respite as we have had in this final 3-minute session, a left hand success again. Well, it's fitting that it was the left cross of Yerbolat SABYR that was the final punch of this contest, because that is what turned the tide in his favor, in my opinion. Terrifically competitive throughout the 1st round, but in the middle part of that 1st round, the southpaw left began repeatedly to find a home into the head of SHENDRIK, and he continued to ride that punch for the entirety of the contest. Credit to SHENDRIK, he really went for it, particularly in the 3rd and final round when he was 20-18 down for 4 of the 5 judges. But I don't think he's come out on top in this final round either. I think it is going to be SABYR who will go through to contest 56-kilogram bantamweight gold. Let's get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from blue corner, SABYR Yerbolat. Kazakhstan.
So Yerbolat SABYR absolutely delighted. He prevails on a 4-1 split to go through to the final of the 56 kilogram bantamweight division. But what a tournament. SHENDRIK has had the European champion acquitting himself incredibly well here on the global stage, and he will add World Championship bronze to the 2020 European youth title that he took in the bantamweight division. It's SABYR who goes on. He's one win away from championship gold here in Kielce 2021. What a contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for bout number 358 in ring A, men's bantam, 56 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Italy, BALDASSI Michele.
So we remain in the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division.
His opponents representing
this one between
India,
boxers from Italy
SACHIN.
and India.
Judge assignments: 1 Argentina, 2 Malaysia, 3 Mongolia, 4 Slovakia, and 5.
So these are the judges who will be scoring this one. They are from Argentina, Malaysia, Mongolia, Slovakia, and Moldova. Well, there is Michele BALDASSI, former European junior champion, the 18-year-old. And his opponent is also 18 years of age. That is SACHIN of India. SACHIN preparing for his third bout of the tournament here, having had a bye in the first preliminary round. Łukasz Yasaliev is the official from Kyrgyzstan. Both men prevailing on a 3-2 split to advance through to the medal stages and the semi-final stage. The 3-2 split decision victory for BALDASSI over Ruslan Aslikian of Armenia, while SACHIN prevailed against Dilshod Abdurrahmudov of Uzbekistan.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. The second semi-final in the 56 kilogram bantamweight division to determine who will go through to face off against Yerbolat SABYR of Kazakhstan, who has just prevailed in a pulsating first semi-final. Strong right hand landed by Michele BALDASSI, spearing it just above the belt line of the man in blue. SACHIN, the southpaw, looking to get his own rhythm and range established here. Hard left hand whipped into the body by SACHIN. BALDASSI looking for the same right cross to the torso. So plenty of patience being exhibited in this second semi-final. So left hand on the back foot wasn't too far away from BALDASSI. The left hand to the body from SACHIN. Cleverly picked punch by BALDASSI, whipped in that right hand and then came through the right hand upstairs as well. So beyond the midpoint of this opening round, it's a very patient display by both of these boxers as they look to create their openings and scoring opportunities. So exchange of right hands as they came together. Baldassi's backhand landed in response to the right jab of the man in blue. The closing seconds of this opening round, and it's been a very patient round so far as Sachin springs into range and scores with a left cross. Sitting on the break from Sachin. Good right hand to the body landed by the man in red. Whips in that same shot once again. He's targeted the body to good effect, has Baldassi, during the course of that opening round. And not a fair reflection of the 3 minutes that transpired. Baldassi taking it for judges A, B, and C. Sachin for the other two observers.
Siamo convinti e non concentrati di là quando concentrati. Concentrato e muovi. Un attimo, non farlo vedere. Ascolta, guarda, sicuramente ti diranno quando vieni, sta perdendo. Quando vieni, bravo, come vieni più quello che stai facendo. Siamo? Ti aggredisce lui adesso. Contrattacco.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. Solid right hand landed by Sachin. Baldassi continuing to target the body. Remember, he edged the first round on a 3-2 split as Sachin scores with the right hook around the corner, but a right hand comes straight down the pipe. Sachin goes looking for a left cross response. Well, it's untidy when they get into short range. Minute gone in this second round. Baldassi looking for that backhand again, which is always a good choice against the southpaw. Sachin tries to quicken his punch output, and he did get through with a right-left combination there. Bobbing and weaving on the ropes just above it is Baldassi, but he's being caught by a fair few of these punches, including that left uppercut. He shows machismo, saying, okay, is that all you got? After he was tagged by that left uppercut, drawing that cluster of punches from Sachin. Both boxers will look to improve their accuracy in this final half of the second round. Nice right hook landed on the retreat from Baldassi after Sachin had success coming in. Left hand with the two boxers together once again. Left hand from Sachin as the two boxers came together. Coming increasingly untidy, this one. Plenty of competitiveness. Styles cancelling each other out for pockets of these rounds. Left hand over the top from Sachin is countered by a right hand, and once again from Baldassi. Right hand off the ropes twice scored by Baldassi. Incredibly intense is this. Remember, there was very little in it after 3 minutes of boxing. Sachin took it for judges D and E. Baldassi took it for judges A, B, and C. It's been a frenetic second round here, punctuated by lots of grappling and tangles. Sachin looking to quicken his feet and his tempo once again. The second round in the book.
stronzate, Michele. Michele non mi fa queste stronzate. Allora, guarda le gambe. Dammi qua. Che cacchio fai?
And it's Sachin, whose front foot pressure has swept it for all 5 judges. So he leads by 2 points for judges D and E. It is all square. 19 points apiece for judges A, B, and C.
Tira fuori il coglione. Respira profondo. Tira fuori il coglione. Non devi scendere in bagaglia, non ti stanchi, non ti devi avvicinare a te, non devi incrociare prima. Non fallo venire. Non ti voglio vedere più le cose. Tu. Rapido. Adesso lui cerca di nuovo di
Seconds out is round 3.
So into the third and final round. And once again, we have a semi-final that has come down to the final 3 minutes. The boxer in blue, Sachin, swept the second round for all 5 judges after he increased his work rate compared to the first round. So he is leading. For judges D and E, it is all square, 19 points apiece. For judges A, B, and C. Mr. Baldassi took the first round for those 3 observers. He scores with a hard right hand to the body and then a hard right hand upstairs. Sends Sachin staggering backwards, and he receives a standing 8 count in the opening minutes of this third and final round. So a stern talking to from the referee in the direction of Sachin. Sachin looking to get onto the front foot. On the midpoint of the third and final round, Sachin has taken a standing count here in round number 3. Scores with a right jab. Baldassi walked onto a left cross there. Oh, this is very untidy. Well, a point has been taken from Sachin, so whatever he scores in this third and final round, a point will be coming off it. He's taken a standing count, and a standing count against Baldassi. So we've had 2 standing counts here in the third round. We've had a warning issued against Sachin for excessive holding. Now remember, in the AIBA interpretation of the 10-point must system, standing counts, knockdowns won't necessarily result in a 10-8 round, but a warning, well, that is automatically a point off whatever point total the boxer earns during the round where the warning is issued. That's a beautiful left hand landed by Sachin, who's looking to pin his man in the corner. Closing seconds of what has been an incident-filled round. A point's been taken for Baldassi, so it's all square in that regard. And now this is going to come down to genuine scoring as to who prevailed. I say genuine, nothing wrong with warnings being taken, of course, but Baldassi issued a warning in the closing seconds, a warning each way, a standing count each way in that incident-filled round. And by continually holding, well, both boxers saw themselves get docked a point here, but Baldassi, by committing the infringement in the closing stages, could well have cost himself the contest, because there is no way that Sachin could have scored more than 9, and now that is going to be the fate that Baldassi has as well. Which way will this one go? Remember, it was all square for judges A, B, and C. 19 points apiece after 2 completed rounds. Sachin was leading by 2 rounds for judges D and E.
Wait a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, SACHIN.
And it is Sachin who prevails on a unanimous points verdict. An incredibly hard-fought physical contest where there was an incident-filled third and final round. And it is Sachin who goes through to contest World Championship gold here in Kielce 2021. And he does so at the expense of Michele Baldassi. He comes away with a World Championship bronze, but must be incredibly disappointed, being warned in the final 12 seconds,
Ladies and gentlemen,
which resulted in the scorecards we see there.
159 in ring A, men's light welter, 64 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing India, NARWAL, Ankit. And his opponents, representing Kazakhstan in the blue corner, AKKALYKOV, Sabirzhan.
So we're in the 64 kilogram light welterweight division, and this contest will be scored by judges who hail from the Czech Republic, Hungary, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, and Italy.
And 5 Italy. Referee Ravi Rai, Scotland.
Well, there is Ankit NARWAL. The man from India has been sensational throughout the course of this tournament so far. 18 years of age, 2019 Asian Youth Championship silver medalist, facing off against Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV, the 2020 National Youth Champion of Kazakhstan. Ravi Rai of Scotland is the referee. Ankit NARWAL actually preparing for his 5th bout of the tournament. This the second busiest weight class in the men's competition with 34 boxers. 69 kilogram welterweight has 36. So in effect, we had a round of 64. And Ankit NARWAL boxed in that round. He prevailed in his quarterfinal with a unanimous points decision victory over Ezequiel de Cruz of Brazil. As for Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV, he prevailed in his quarterfinal over Darian Favier Castro of Cuba. 4-1 split decision. A contest where he was very busy indeed during the course of that bout.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. And the towering figure wearing blue is Kazakhstan's Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV. 19 years of age. His opponent, the more compact figure, is Ankit NARWAL. He's 18 years of age. Deep into this tournament, what a busy boxer he has been. He's been sensational so far. Both of these men have got at least World Championship bronze, but they have got designs on top spots on the podium. Measured start to begin the contest from both boxers. Good left hand to the body landed by AKKALYKOV, looking to put the man in red in the corner and put him on the end of straight punches. So the feeling out process continuing with a minute gone in this opening round. Lead left hook is a scoring shot from Ankit NARWAL. Looking to quicken his feet and score on the counter once again, but good defensive maneuvers produced by AKKALYKOV. Nice defense with the right glove from NARWAL. He did it twice. He whips the right hand to the body downstairs and then scores with a quick counter left hand over the top of the right of AKKALYKOV, who comes back with body shots from both flanks. NARWAL looking to get his hooks away upstairs. So plenty of feinting, particularly with the front foot. And look at that between the southpaw and orthodox boxer, just how tight territory is in and around the lead legs of both of these men. Left cross landed by AKKALYKOV. NARWAL looking for a hard backhand in the form of a hook. And look at the push-off from AKKALYKOV to get it back to his preferred punching distance, which is most certainly long range. But NARWAL able to get inside and score with body shots before being put on the end of a featherlight right jab on the retreat. NARWAL bobbing and weaving and then coming up with a left hook, beautiful move, but then he took a hook and an uppercut. Terrifically sharp punch picking from AKKALYKOV. He takes a right hand over the top during that exchange from NARWAL. 10-second clapper has sounded. But AKKALYKOV just increasing his accuracy in the closing stages of this first round. And there's the bell. What it's worth, I think it's AKKALYKOV, whose rally in the closing stages of that could well have tipped the balance in his favor. How do the 5 scoring judges see this one? 4 of them favoring the work of AKKALYKOV, and that is why that's one of the wonderful things about this sport. You have to concentrate for the full 3 minutes, and I'm not suggesting that NARWAL wasn't concentrating, but in the closing 10 or 12 seconds of the opening round, AKKALYKOV was able to produce some terrific accuracy with his consistent punching, and that could well have been the decisive factor in the opening round being scored in his favor on a 4-1 split.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round then. Looking to establish that lead right jab now is AKKALYKOV, but NARWAL looking to bob and weave and bomb away with big punches from both flanks. Quickening the feet is NARWAL, but AKKALYKOV is presenting terrific footwork, and that's a solid right hand which visibly dipped the leads of AKKALYKOV and made him lose his boxing stance. No standing count forthcoming. Terrific shot landed by NARWAL. AKKALYKOV, his senses appear to have recovered, and he's got his boxing stance back beneath him and is over the front foot once again. But there's an example of the quick counter punching that NARWAL can produce. And that is why concentration is so crucial as NARWAL gets through with a counter right hand once again. Could well have been a balance thing which caused AKKALYKOV to totter and stumble like that, but it was visible from my vantage point here ringside. His eyes widened and he went for a little stumble across the canvas. But now, looking relaxed and rhythmic once again, he continues to search for the range with that lead right hand. NARWAL looking to counter the left that AKKALYKOV scored with a right hand of his own. Oh, that's a nice left uppercut brought into play by AKKALYKOV, and it causes NARWAL to back up momentarily. Now he steps back into the breach, but he's tagged by a right hand around the corner. Terrific work by AKKALYKOV through that portion of the round, but there's a solid overhand right landed once again by NARWAL. Perhaps something taken off it because AKKALYKOV was moving backwards. As NARWAL bobbing and weaving just out of range, but AKKALYKOV gets through with a left cross and continues the pressure, doubling up, tripling up the attacks over the front foot to try and keep NARWAL at bay. NARWAL looking to time raiding attacks, invariably single shot attacks as he goes downstairs with a 2-shot burst to the body, right hook, right hand over the top, but then look at the response it brings from AKKALYKOV. He's looking to get the better of this portion of the round. There's a single pot shot success with the right hand once again for NARWAL. Left hand landed by AKKALYKOV. What a round here in the second. AKKALYKOV, the busier boxer, but look at the sneaky, crisp, clear punches landed by NARWAL, like that left hand there. Left hand to the body from the man in blue was a scoring shot. It's 2 straight shots through the guard. And there's no question that it's AKKALYKOV who is the busier boxer, letting his hands go repeatedly and catching NARWAL on that left cross. Looking to produce a big rally in the closing stages of the second round, just as he did in the first. And he lands a clean left cross once again. NARWAL bombs away with the right hand, but AKKALYKOV got his hands up. Now, despite taking that big shot which sent him stumbling, I think the work rate of AKKALYKOV may well have been enough to take that second round, and he has done so for 3 of the 5 judges. So it's all square for 1 judge. NARWAL leads for Judge A, and it's AKKALYKOV leading for the other 3. What a contest here. Some terrific punch picking from both boxers. And you have to credit the response that NARWAL was able to produce after conceding the opening round on a 4-1 split.
Second out, please. Round 3.
So into the third and final round then. Ankit NARWAL needs a big third and final round here to overturn the position he finds himself in on the scorecards. He's leading for 1 judge, he's tied for another, and he's trailing for the other 3. AKKALYKOV looking very relaxed up there, and you can see not able to, not permitted to hold the left to long bridge with the hands like that. Just hold them out to annoy your opponent and try and blind them. You've got to be punching or holding, but not just holding them out there in the line of sight. The explosiveness that he needs. He steals a glance to his corner inside the closing minute of the final round. NARWAL steals himself and with a loud exhalation and steps back into the pocket once again, helping himself to a hard right uppercut to the body. But look at the pecking, poking jab continuing to be stuck in the face of Ankit NARWAL as he's trying to make his way forwards. Left uppercut brought into play on 3 successive occasions, and then AKKALYKOV getting on the front foot and scoring with straight punches after that. What a period of the round for AKKALYKOV, and credit to NARWAL's conditioning and chin, because he's digging in, biting down on his mouthpiece and firing back, but he takes another hard left uppercut, twice, pushed off with a forearm from AKKALYKOV. NARWAL being put on the back foot and under pressure. Hard right hand landed on the belt from the man in red, but I think the man who has raised his arms and is clapping in anticipation of victory, I share his perspective, and that was a brilliant conclusion to the third and final round. NARWAL not busy enough, not able to raise the tempo, the pressure, or the punch output through the course of the final 3 minutes. And then here was the repeated, or the start of the repeated uppercuts. And it was AKKALYKOV who, just as he did in rounds 1 and 2, produced a blistering conclusion to the 3-minute frame. Let's get the official announcement. I think it's AKKALYKOV going through to the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is boxer from blue corner.
And there is confirmation. Job done
Kazakhstan.
for Sabirzhan. AKKALYKOV, a terrific performance, takes him through to contest for championship gold here at Kielce 2021 on a 4-1 split. Very composed display, a very clever display of accurate punch picking, where he showed wonderful variety. Uppercuts brought into play on occasion. And Ankit NARWAL, well, let's give him immense credit. 5 bouts here at Kielce 2021, and he comes away with championship bronze, producing some terrific displays, going through to the gold medal bout. Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV.
Light welter, 64 kg. Please welcome boxer representing Kyrgyzstan, TASHIEV, Zhantoro. And his opponent representing Ukraine, in blue corner, MATYAKUBOV, Bozorboi. Judges' segment. One Moldavian.
So we remain in the 64-kilogram light welterweight division, and this
And 5
is
Czech
between boxers from
Republic.
Kyrgyzstan and Ukraine.
Luca, Italy.
Here are the judges who will score this one. They come from Moldova, Sri Lanka, India, Argentina, and the Czech Republic. There is the man in the red corner, 18-year-old Zhantoro TASHIEV, preparing for his 4th bout here at Kielce 2021, as is his 17-year-old opponent from Ukraine, Bozorboi MATYAKUBOV, former European youth champion. Luca Varilonga of Italy is the referee. TASHIEV prevailing on a 3-2 split over the former European youth champion Mikhail Labidov. With a unanimous point decision victory for the Ukrainian boxer, prevailing over Eric Suchi of the Czech Republic in his quarter-final.
Round 1.
Well, what a start from the man in blue, Bozorboi MATYAKUBOV, setting right about his man. Boxer in the red corner is Zhantoro TASHIEV. Both of these men looking to book their place in the final. They are wasting no time with feeling out or measuring one another. They are winging in Bantam punches right from the opening bell. Right cross lands for the man in blue, MATYAKUBOV. Good right hand through the middle, landed by MATYAKUBOV, and then an arcing right hand once again. Brings a left uppercut into play, and look at that, it causes an adjustment of the head guard of TASHIEV. He pushes his man off, looking to get some distance. Fully committed attacks from both boxers. I thought that was a fashion choice, because I've seen a few boxers elect to do that with a chin strap somewhere closer to their bottom lip than around the chin. Referee Luca Varilonga adjusting it and ensuring that it is as it should be. Left hook once again landed during that cluster, and then a hard right hand over the top. Both of these men fully committed to their punches. Not much variation in evidence in terms of tempo or strength of punch. Everything full-blooded. Neither man working away on the inside. Left uppercut being dug in twice in quick succession by the man in blue. MATYAKUBOV hit in the back of the head. Oh, that not permitted.
No punches back.
Luca Varilonga literally taking matters into his own hands to adjust that head guard after it was riding up again, and it may well be because he's getting tagged by punches like that. The right hand disrupting the boxing stance of TASHIEV. MATYAKUBOV, incredible intensity in this opening round. Right hand over the top. Again, continues to be effective for MATYAKUBOV. Chin strap riding up once again. So he's having his issues here is TASHIEV. Very intense opening round. I happen to think it's the man in blue who edged it, or who won it. Let's see what the 5 scoring judges say. Here's confirmation, a clean sweep in favor of Bozorboi, Matyakubov after the first 3 minutes of boxing. Some of the action from that round.
Чувствуешь себя хорошо?
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round. Oh, hard right hands being put in on a scything arc from Matyakubov. He really is committed to these attacks. He doesn't really deal in the jab. Everything is a bent arm shot. Looping right hands over the top and around the side. Big left hooks. Oh, that's a terrific left hook landed once again by Matyakubov. Well, what can TASHIEV do? He's got to try and establish his range and rhythm, but you see this contest being fought in sporadic, spasmodic bursts, and it's very difficult to establish any type of rhythm or flow because the man in blue is such an explosive little bundle. Terrific right hand over the top again. In fantastic condition is Matyakubov. Everything a full-blooded blow. And oftentimes that can be easy to read or easy to adjust to, but they come in such spasmodic flurries that it must be really difficult to try and read and compete against. So approaching the midpoint of the second round, right hand success once again as Matyakubov continues to disrupt the boxing stance of TASHIEV in red. That head guard still giving the man in red difficulty, and as he's fiddling with it, he runs into a left-right combination and another right hand, and look at that. Well, to me, this is on his corner team because he's got his hands full, literally, with Matyakubov. He doesn't want to have to be adjusting and fiddling with a head guard in the middle of a contest like this. Unless, of course, that is his preference to wear it in that fashion. That, to me, seems a little bit counterproductive, but look at the hard punches being slammed home by Matyakubov. And TASHIEV, he's trying to fight fire with fire, but he is being consistently outgunned by the heavier, greater volume, more accurate punches from Matyakubov. And again, chin strap in his mouth for TASHIEV. Again, Longa to the rescue, but that's not his responsibility. That is why there are support teams here for all of the boxers. And even when he takes a shot, Matyakubov, he just remains so committed to offense that he's able to uncork right hand repeatedly like that. And look at the head of TASHIEV increasingly being swiveled now. And in the closing stages of the second round, these punches having a more pronounced effect that is noticeable from our commentary position here ringside. He's beginning to wear down the man in red, and he's taken the second round for 4 of the 5 judges. So it's all square for Judge 1, 19 points apiece. And for judges B, C, D, and E, it is a 2-round lead, a 2-point lead, 20 points to 18 on all cards for the man in blue.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
So into the third and final round. Oh my goodness, well the assault continues right on the beginning of this third and final 3-minute stanza. Solid shot slamming home for MATYAKUBOV. And TASHIEV, well, he's being steamrolled here. Counter right hand was a nice shot upstairs from TASHIEV. But he really is a rough customer, MATYAKUBOV. Physical, explosive, incredibly well conditioned, very strong as well. And he uses that compact muscularity to just explode into action. But he's incredibly accurate with his punches. TASHIEV deserves immense credit. He is game and committed and looking to continue to try and find a way to win. But he's just being overrun by the man in blue. Well, he needs a big third and final round, does TASHIEV. He's conceded the first 2 rounds for judges B, C, D, and E. Judge A has them split 1 round apiece. After TASHIEV took the second round on the scorecard of that observer. Again, another tangle. Well, I really feel for TASHIEV. He's got himself a brilliant World Championship bronze here, but short of landing a finishing blow. This tournament is going to run its road here. But that is a fantastic accomplishment. But look at his competitiveness, back into the pocket, looking for his own offense. But he hasn't found a range with any type of consistency. And when he's elected to trade off with MATYAKUBOV, invariably he's come out second best.
Hey, no punches back. No punches back. Stop! No holding.
And again, he spent a large portion of the contest fiddling with that head guard, and that simply is not what you need when you're 1 win away from a place in the World Championship final and you've got a man throwing punches at you with bad intentions.
No punches back.
MATYAKUBOV's head guard has fit securely and snugly. He's not fiddled with it once. Whereas TASHIEV repeatedly has been pulling it down, his chin straps wound up in his mouth, just adding to the difficulties, not only fighting against his opponent, and there's evidence right there, he's also battling his own equipment. But there's little room for sentiment up there in the boxing ring, and that, the ill-fitting head guard, is not the problem of Bozorboi MATYAKUBOV. He's set about his man from opening bell to last, and for my money, is going through to the gold medal bout to face off against Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV of Kazakhstan after a really explosive display of attacking boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer representing blue corner, MATYAKUBOV Bozorboi.
So Bozorboi MATYAKUBOV goes through to the gold medal bout, and that is how we did it. A unanimous points decision winner. His explosive, non-stop punching, effective indeed. And what a contest that promises to be against the tall, rangy Sabirzhan AKKALYKOV of Kazakhstan. That's set for the final day of competition on the 23rd of April. And that's how he booked his place in the gold medal bout. Zhantoro TASHIEV of Kyrgyzstan comes away with World Championship bronze. Terrific tournament for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for bout number 361 in ring K. Into the red corner, men's middle 75 kilogram in ring A. Please welcome boxer representing Kazakhstan, MOLZHIGITOV Diaz.
So we move up to the 75-kilogram middleweight division, and this one between
And
boxers
his
from
opponent,
Kazakhstan and
representing Russia.
Russia.
Blue corner, Usov Mikhail. Judge assignment 1, Mongolia, 2, Slovakia, 3, Argentina, 4, Malaysia.
So the judges scoring this one are from Mongolia, Slovakia, Argentina, Malaysia, and Hungary. Well, there is Diaz MOLZHIGITOV, 18 years of age, 2020 National Youth Champion of Kazakhstan. Preparing for his fourth bout of the tournament, he used a terrific lead left jab and straight punching to prevail on a unanimous point decision victory over Alexander Trofimchuk of Lithuania. Mikhail Usov was equally impressive in his quarterfinal, prevailing on a unanimous points decision win over Nurislam Ismoilov of Uzbekistan. Our referees from the Czech Republic, both of these men preparing for their fourth bout of Kielce 2021. They've guaranteed themselves at least World Championship bronze, who will be going through to the gold medal bout. Quite a contest we have in prospect here.
No slapping, no logo, and listen to me, okay? Shake hands. Good luck.
Round 1.
So it's a sprint out to center ring to begin this 75-kilogram middleweight semi-finalist between boxers from Kazakhstan and Russia, both men operating out of the orthodox stance, and a man who has just got through with that lead left hand wearing red is Diaz MOLZHIGITOV. His opponent, wearing blue, who has just scored with his own straight shot, is Mikhail Usov of Russia. Two global powerhouse boxing nations in the mix, as Usov landing with a left hook, and both of these men occupying the space of center ring, standing flat-footed, bobbing and weaving. They really are terrifically skillful boxers, and each man having success with the lead left hand through the first 50 seconds of this opening round. MOLZHIGITOV lands with a jab, but the better of that exchange goes in favor of the man in blue, for my opinion, as he doubled up his jab and had a right cross success in between. Terrific patience from both of these boxers. Good right hand over the top landed by MOLZHIGITOV. You see the reddening on the left side of the face of Usov. So inching forward over his front foot is Usov, but look at the wonderful lateral movement from MOLZHIGITOV. And when he's able to relax like this and just play with the distance and score with that lead left hand, he is very effective indeed. Right hand over the top scored for Usov. Couple of nudging right hands got through during the course of that exchange for the man in blue, and a single shot success was the final blow from MOLZHIGITOV. So MOLZHIGITOV spinning off to his left after his raiding single shot attacks. Both boxers continuing to move clockwise. Left hook dug in by Usov, and then he scored with a straight shot through the middle, which caused MOLZHIGITOV to rear up like a cobra. Exchange of left hands once again. Usov's was very solid indeed.
No holding, go. Step back.
Counter right hand over the top from Usov was an accurate shot. MOLZHIGITOV just edging backwards to counter the forward movement of Usov. Terrific opening round, this one. Very skillful indeed between these two boxers who like to operate at mid and long range. What an opening round. Plenty of skill in evidence. Lead left hand successes for both of the boxers. Here's a 4-1 split. Usov taking it for judges A, B, C, and D. Some of the action from the first 3 minutes.
Корпус-то тоже есть. Давай, корпус есть. Давай. Смотри. Давай. Корпус. По голове. Спокойно, голову не терять.
Seconds out, please.
Давай, все.
Round 2.
Well, this battle of 2020 National Youth Championship middleweight gold medal is shaping up to be every bit as competitive as we anticipated it would be. The opening round was taken by the man in blue, the 2020 Russian national champion in the youth classification, on a 4-1 split. Make no mistake, he knows that he's in a contest. Dias Molzhigitov possesses a terrific lead left hand. Can he do something different after conceding that opening round for 4 of the 5 judges? Still keeping his cool, looking to pick his long-range punches, and that's a fantastic left-right combination. Just as Usov was preparing to commit to an attack, a left-right came through in the blink of an eye, rapid fire right on the button. And that's an example of his quality. Oh, counter left hook after Molzhigitov overcommitted with the right hand, and that is what we're witnessing here. The epitome of a physical chess match, because you make one mistake and it is seized upon immediately by the opponent. Absolutely terrific boxing. Not wham, slam, bam stuff, but plenty of thought behind it. Not that there isn't often thought behind the high-tempo affairs. The right-left success lands for Molzhigitov, drops down with a jab to the body. Usov just made to fall short with his attempted left hook. Beautiful right hand from Usov, but it's countered by a left jab from Molzhigitov, who scores with a stabbing left jab to the body. Tried to counter with the right hand twice, but was off the mark. So Usov continuing to wait. Hasn't been as accurate through this portion of the second round. Left hook on the break, fired in by the man in blue. Sticking left jab into the body from Molzhigitov, and then a solid right hand over the top. And Usov comes forward but misses once again because of the change of direction from Molzhigitov, who scored with a good right hand to the body, but he did take a left jab on the way out from Usov. Usov comes forward with a flashing right cross. But it's been a very good response from Dias Molzhigitov. And again, left hand corkscrew right during that 2-shot salvo from the man in red. Usov swinging away on the under the 10-second clapper. Now, from my perspective, I think that's a fantastic response from Molzhigitov after he conceded the opening round 4-1. And that is why he has swept the board for all 5 scoring judges. It is all square. 19 points apiece for judges A, B, C, and D. Molzhigitov has taken both of the rounds for Judge E. And we have a terrific final 3 minutes in store. Now, what's going to happen here? Because neither of these boxers are merchants who like to blitz their way to success. They like to box and keep at range and do so with accurate punch picking. It's Molzhigitov who is first to rise, showing his opponent that, okay, 6 minutes in the book, I'm ready to go. How are you feeling?
Round 3.
Whoa. What a 3 minutes we have in prospect. MOLZHIGITOV swept the second round unanimously after conceding the opening round 4-1. Can Usov? Oh, that's a beautiful left hook. Came through on a 45-degree angle, and it jolted the head of MOLZHIGITOV upwards. But what a stout set of whiskers he's demonstrating, because he didn't even blink and just remained over his front foot, going in pursuit of his man. So MOLZHIGITOV looking to re-establish the rhythm and range that served him so well in the second round. There's a nice right hand as he's coming forward, holding out that left hand like a lance, but he's picked off by the left hand of Usov, who has turned southpaw now. It was a left cross that got through. Now he's back in the orthodox stance. Now he's boxing as a lefty. Action just above our commentary position. Change in approach, change in tactics from Usov. He's content to go backwards now, after the majority of the contest has been fought at center ring. The circling of one another resumes. Turning southpaw once again is Usov. Comes through with a left cross, didn't quite find the range. MOLZHIGITOV just giving the impression of being the fresher fighter. Midway through this third and final round, Usov has sustained an injury to his nose that could well make breathing more difficult, and MOLZHIGITOV keen to get on the front foot and walk down his man. And I think Usov is fading here. Does MOLZHIGITOV sense that? Looking to get after his man with a left-right combination, but he couldn't find the mark. And it's notable that it's the man in blue who is keen to initiate a clinch and hold on. Left hook lands again from Usov. So who can produce some sustained quality in the final 40 seconds of this round? Hard right hand dug into the body from MOLZHIGITOV, and it's Usov playing possum on the ropes, but while his back was there, he got tagged with a shot. He's breathing through an open mouth. He lands with a left hook. Despite the fatigue, he's still able to produce sharp, crisp punches like that. Action in the neutral corner, just above our commentary spot here at the HUSEYNOV in Kielce. Closing seconds of what has been an absorbing contest in the middleweight semi-final. MOLZHIGITOV on the front foot, scores with a right uppercut, then a flashing right cross, and both boxers looking to let their hands go, but it's Usov who initiates another clinch. What a brilliant middleweight semi-final we've just witnessed. Absolutely superb. All square for 4 of the 5 judges, but that was the shot of the contest. An absolute howitzer of a left hook from Usov, but MOLZHIGITOV remained in pursuit of his man. He was the busier boxer during the course of that final 3 minutes for my money. But Usov was able to land some crisp punches indeed. I think it's MOLZHIGITOV who has taken this final round. But what say the 5 scoring judges who have been watching this one here at the HUSEYNOV?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer representing blue corner.
And it is Usov.
Usov, Russia.
Mikhail Usov declared a split decision winner. And Diaz MOLZHIGITOV is stunned. He takes it on a 4-1 split. And I feel he's really unfortunate there. He was the busier boxer in the third and final round. Mikhail Usov, as I mentioned, produced some terrific quality. But over the course of the 3 minutes, it was the man in red who I thought was the better boxer. But it's Usov who has taken it on a 4-1 split for judges A, B, C, and D. 4 scorecards of 28-29. It was incredibly tight. And it is Usov who will go through to contest championship gold in the 75-kilogram middleweight division. MOLZHIGITOV comes away with a brilliant bronze, but he could well feel disappointed at the conclusion of that bout with the result.
Red corner, Illia Tobotyński, Ukraine, and blue corner, Hall of William Rosenov, Bulgaria. Winner by walkover is red corner, Illia Tobotyński, Ukraine. And Time for next bout. Bout number 363. Into the red corner, men's heavy, 91 kg. Please welcome boxer representing Poland, Straszewski Jakub. And his opponent in blue corner representing India, Gupta Vishal. Ladies and gentlemen, judge assignments.
So we move up to the 91 kilogram heavyweight division in this contest, being scored by judges from Sri Lanka, Ukraine, Armenia, Uzbekistan, and Argentina. And while we've moved up to the heavyweight division, just a bit of housekeeping, because in the second middleweight semi-final, William Cholov of Bulgaria, the 18-year-old two-time European junior champion, has suffered a broken hand, so not able to progress. So the man who progresses to the gold medal bout to face off against Usov is the Ukrainian boxer Illia TOHOBYTSKYI, and he was reinstated on appeal against the Brazilian Isaias Filho. Valery Pastuhov of Moldova is the referee.
Round one.
So we're in the men's 91 kilogram heavyweight division, and this semi-final action between boxers from Poland and India. The boxer wearing red, Jakub Strzelecki, who prevailed in his quarterfinal on a 3-2 split decision victory, 28-29 for all 5 scoring judges. It was incredibly tight, but he toughed it out, gutted it out, and edged his way through to the medal stages here at his home World Championships. The boxer wearing blue also won on a split decision of a similarly tight contest, 28-29 across the board. And he produced a great rally after losing the opening round, and that is Vishal Gupta of India. So 2 boxers who have really earned their place here at the semi-final stage, the medal stage of the 91 kilogram heavyweight tournament. Who will be able to produce the quality to progress through to box for championship gold on the final day of action. Nice right hook landed by Strzelecki. Left, right, left combination from the southpaw wearing red. Clever use of the left hand to the body by Strzelecki. Gupta tucking up behind high-held gloves to block those punches that were coming in his direction. But a counter single shot, and then beautiful variety demonstrated by Strzelecki, mixing his punches wonderfully between head and body. Nice defensive maneuver by Strzelecki. Oh, and now how about that for a flashing right hook? Planted that lead leg into the canvas and scored, and then brought through a poking left cross. Gupta scores with a left jab of his own, and he gets through with a left hand as well on his forward march. Ripping bolo shot attempted by Strzelecki. On that occasion, it did get through right onto the sternum of the man in blue. And Strzelecki producing a brilliant display. We're boxing behind closed doors here in COVID-19 safe conditions, but the volunteers who are producing The volunteers working here were doing a terrific job in making sure that this tournament is running like clockwork, and providing a wonderful atmosphere. Good right hand to the body, landed by Gupta. But Strzelecki, just as he did yesterday, is taking inspiration from that and is boxed beautifully over the course of this opening round. Gupta falling short with his lead left hand. And look at the ring craft being demonstrated by Strzelecki, flowing magnificently around the boxing ring. And what an opening 3 minutes. Surely he's taken that across the board. A very good display indeed by the man in red. And there is confirmation. 1 round in front with 3 minutes in the book for Jakub Strzelecki. Absolutely wonderful boxing.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round we go then. Now Gupta found himself in this position yesterday and he rallied and responded magnificently. Can he do the same again in a bid to overturn the fact that he has conceded the opening round on a clean sweep on the cards? But Strzelecki, it's going to be very difficult to take him out of his flow now. He's got the volunteers in attendance cheering every success that he has. And make no mistake, he's having plenty of them, pecking and poking his way to point-scoring punches. And Gupta is finding this a very difficult mission indeed. Right jab success on the retreat once again for Strzelecki as Gupta steps back into the mix in a bid to try and close the gap. But Strzelecki using all the space of the ring and boxing out of the blue corner on the far side from our commentary position and swiveling Gupta's head with punches from both flanks. Minute gone in the second round and Gupta has tried to up the tempo, but he's just been met and measured magnificently by Strzelecki. Oh, beautiful left uppercut, right hook turned around the corner by Strzelecki. Wonderful boxing by the Polish southpaw heavyweight. Left cross out of that southpaw stance, spearing his man. Gupta paying a heavy toll as he tries to get into his own punching range. He simply can't find any rhythm to land it or range to find his punches. Beyond the midpoint of the second round, Gupta not able to produce the rally that was critical in him prevailing on a 3-2 split yesterday over Amirov to book his place here at the semi-final stage. But remember, this is the 91-kilogram heavyweight division and things can turn around very quickly if either of these guys lands a solid shot. But Strzelecki, what a performance he is producing here. Absolutely brilliant. He was in tears yesterday, overcome with emotion when his hand was raised as the victor at the conclusion of what was a very hard bout. What type of reaction will be produced here today? He's still got a long way to go. He's still got 3 minutes to negotiate, and this is the heavyweight division where things can be turned on their head in an instant. But thus far, Strzelecki flowing beautifully, and Gupta hasn't been able to get himself into the contest. Not for a lack of trying, he's remained incessantly over his front foot, but he's been repeatedly picked off by some terrific, accurate pot-shotting from Strzelecki. 2 rounds in the book in favor of Strzelecki for my money, and there is how the 5 scoring judges see it. So Gupta has got it all to do as we prepare to go into the 3rd and final round. We see some of the action from round 2.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
So the bell tolls to begin round number 3 here in this 91-kilogram heavyweight semi-final. And this contest behind closed doors is being fought in a terrific atmosphere because all of the volunteers who have been able to leave their duties for just 9 minutes potentially, 9 minutes of action, have made their way to various vantage points in the venue around Ring A. And the man, Jakub Strzewski, is taking immense inspiration from it. He's boxed beautifully over the course of the first 2 rounds, and Vishal Gupta, well, he needs a massive third and final round. But he landed a strong right cross on the bell to begin this round, and he's looking for that finishing shot here. Strzewski, if he hopes to progress through to the gold medal bout, has got to keep himself out of harm's way. He won't want to pick up a warning, which will take a point off his total. He won't want to run into a knockout shot, which both of these men possess in their fists up here in the 91-kilogram heavyweight division. But Strzewski, it's as though he's occupying that rare place of athletic excellence known as the zone, because look at him just continue to score with straight shots through the middle. And Gupta is simply not being allowed to get a foothold in this contest. Terrific performance by Jakub Strzewski. Gupta simply cannot get to grips with his opponent. We're beyond the midpoint of this third and final round now, and each second that ticks away takes Gupta closer to the realm of needing a knockout. And again, the more time that passes, the more likely it's going to have to be a single shot knockout, a KO rather than RSC, as he runs onto a jolting shot from Strzewski once again. Jakub Strzewski continuing to keep his concentration. Gupta looking for a big backhand, and he lands it right there. Now Strzewski just electing to skip away to his right to get himself away from the confined position of the ropes and get back to the space of the boxing ring. He won't want to become too cautious. He takes another right hand, but again, able to escape. He takes another right hand from Gupta, who is not giving up the ghost and remains in pursuit of victory here in this 91-kilogram heavyweight semi-final. Remember, Gupta conceded the first 2 rounds unanimously because the punch-picking and pot-shotting of Jakub Strzewski has been exquisite. Over the course of the first 2 rounds, Gupta has had his best successes here in this third round, but he hasn't produced the dominant round that he needed. He hasn't produced the stoppage that he required to go through to the gold medal bout. And it will be Jakub Strzewski who will be boxing for World Championship gold here at his home World Championship event in Kielce in Poland. A quite magnificent display, particularly over the first 2 rounds, where he showed wonderful variety, fantastic movement, and simply did not present an opportunity for Vishal Gupta to get himself into his rhythm or into the contest. A superb performance, and all we await now is official confirmation of the announcement that will send Jakub Strzewski through to contest for championship gold here at Kielce 2021.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is boxer from red corner, Jakub Strzewski, Poland, Polska.
Take a bow, Jakub Strzewski. You have just boxed your way through to the gold medal bout here at Kielce 2021. An absolutely brilliant performance. Far more subdued in his celebrations than he was yesterday, because now he has got gold on his mind as he bids to complete his mission of becoming the AIBA World Youth Champion here at his home event in Kielce in Poland. It was a terrific display. Gupta, to his credit, never stopped competing, taking the third round for judges A and E in a 3-minute stanza. We enjoyed his best successes, but that was not enough to overturn the deficit he faced. Gupta comes away with championship bronze, and Jakub Strzeżewski 1 win away from World Youth Gold here at the Hala Legionov in Kielce in Poland. A brilliant performance, and we'll see him again on the final day of competition.
Number 364 in Rinke. Men's heavy, 91 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Cuba, George Louis Felimon Lobaina. And his opponent, representing Russia, Dadaev Ramazan.
So our final bout of this 15th session of boxing is the heavyweight semi-finals to see who will be facing off against Poland's Jakub Strzeżewski on the final day of action. The judges for this one come from Sri Lanka, Mongolia, Czech Republic, Hungary, and Malaysia. Oh, there it is, Jorge Felimon of Cuba, the 18-year-old preparing for his 4th bout of the tournament here at the semi-final stage. He prevailed on a unanimous points decision in his quarter-final against Mikita Gorabchenko in a contest where it was all square, 28 points apiece after 3 completed rounds of boxing, and that is because Felimon was warned in the 2nd round for excessive holding, and he dug deep, won in round 3, and in the opinion of the 5 scoring judges, at the conclusion of a contest that was all square on the cards, it was Felimon who was declared the winner, and that is how he has booked his place at the medal stages and the 91 kilogram heavyweight semi-final. Razman Dadaev produced a good display to win on a unanimous points decision victory over Syed Mohammed Syed Sadri to progress through to this championship semi-final. While Cuba and Russia have plenty of kinship in AIBA boxing, in the former era as Dadaev establishing that lead left hand. Plenty of former Soviet coaches. Good right hand landed by Felimon, but plenty of Soviet coaches would take their expertise over to the Caribbean nation, and then Cuba would share their techniques as well, resulting in some interesting cross-pollination and exchanges. Here they are facing off in this 91 kilogram heavyweight semi-final. 2 talented boxers demonstrating terrific lead left hands. Nice left jab being pistoned out by Dadaev. Felimon run into it as he attempts to get over the front foot. Now he's backing his man towards his own corner. Nice move from Dadaev. That's a terrific left jab that he's tripping out, continually disrupting the forward movement. And look at how accurate and effective it is. Dropping down to the body is Dadaev. That left jab caught with the right glove of Felimon. Dadaev razor sharp with his straight punches. Felimon just beyond the midpoint of the opening round. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get outworked here, because he's finding that lead left hand very difficult to negotiate and get into his own punching range. He's trying to get onto the front foot, but look at how the pecking, poking straight punches keep on coming from the man in blue. Again, another left jab as Dadaev disengages, then brings a right cross into play. What can Felimon do? Can he quicken his feet and keep the attack going? It's been a very good boxing display thus far. Felimon gets through with a left jab of his own. Now coming forward, looking between high-held gloves. But still, the left jabs keep on coming. There's a left, right, left success for Felimon. Jolting the head upwards of the man in blue. He looked for an uppercut, did Felimon, but couldn't find the range. But Dadaev, after that brief disruption, got his boxing back beneath him, but he's caught by a left hand once again, which snaps his head upwards. Heavy shots being landed by Felimon. Right hand landed by the man in red as he begins to find the range in the closing stages of this opening round. So you just get the sense that Felimon is getting his way into this one, but I don't think his success in the closing stages was enough to overturn the brilliant start to the round by the man in blue. And it's Dadaev who has taken it on a 4-1 split. Felimon taking it for Judge C. But a terrific first 2.5 minutes for Dadaev, who was competitive at the start. Then Dadaev just put distance between himself and his opponent, for my money, principally by using the lead left hand. Very good display indeed of accurate pot shotting with that lead left, but that's when Felimon began to get himself back into contention.
Seconds out.
Снизу подбивай, снизу, понял? Давай.
Round 2.
Into the second round, and Felimon, who had a strong conclusion to the first, has come out and found a range with a right cross straight away. Dadaev looking to establish the range and get that left jab working, but he's caught by another right cross as his back was towards the ropes. So Dadaev, European youth silver medalist, facing off against this talented 18-year-old from Cuba. And it's proving to be a terrific contest so far because Felimon is just trying to get his way back into this. That's a wonderful left hand to the body by the man in blue. Dipped at the knees, turned it underneath, and sunk it home just above the belt line. There's a left jab to the body from Felimon. He comes through looking for that right cross once again as Dadaev was backed up towards the ropes. He spins out to the space of center ring as Felimon comes forward looking for shots to both body and head. Nice left jab landed by Felimon. He lands a right cross again, and the punches that Felimon lands are having a really pronounced effect, and Dadaev digs in a right hand to the body before turning it into a shot upstairs. Terrific two-way action in this 91-kilogram heavyweight semi-final. Dadaev just beginning to breathe through an open mouth now. Does Felimon sense that? He's looking to apply the pressure and turn up the heat as he gets into punching range, looking to target the body once again. Dadaev holding his feet less, getting onto the back foot, and look at how disruptive that lead left hand is from Felimon, who is looking to come on strong in the second half of this second round. Dadaev running out of gas, perhaps in this second round. Hard shot sunk into the body from Felimon. There was a counter shot landed by Dadaev. Now this contest getting hard now as Felimon lands a right hand over the top. The languid right hook that was swung in from Dadaev was blocked by the glove. Good left uppercut on the inside by Dadaev, still finding quality. Nice left jab once again from the boxer in blue. Felimon got onto the inside. He's demonstrating that he's not holding. Both boxers just taking a breather, and can you blame them? 91-kilogram heavyweight boxers producing a terrific work rate as we approach the end of the second round. Felimon looking to up the tempo once again, letting punches go from both flanks, scoring with hooks and uppercuts through the middle. And a right cross is a shot without reply. Brings a shower of spray from the mouth of the man in blue. He's having difficulty keeping his breathing composed. Felimon perhaps senses that and steps back into the fray. Arcing right hand left, hook success is an eye-catching shot. Two left hands landed for Felimon. I think that's a terrific rally, and I think Felimon has got that second round, but what say the scoring judges? It's incredibly tight. After a non-stop action 3 minutes of boxing. So, Dadaev taking it for 3 of the 5 judges. I thought Felimon did enough to get a share of it, so it's all square for 3 judges. Dadaev leads for 2 judges, 20 points to 18. It has all come down to this 3rd and final round. All square, 19 points apiece for 3 of the scoring judges here ringside. For the other 2, it is the man in blue who has a 2-point advantage. This is going to be an absolute barnstormer of a final 3 minutes here in this 91 kilogram heavyweight semi-final. Remember, it is Jakub Strzewski of Poland who awaits in the gold medal bout. Who will be joining him? How much have these boxers recovered during that 60-second interval, particularly Dadaev, who appeared to be fading badly the longer that second round went on, and these body shots will test his conditioning. Dadaev holding on, nudging away with punches downstairs is Felimon. Hard right hand sunk in by Felimon. Dadaev gamely getting up on his toes and looking to re-establish that lead left hand that won him the first round on a 4-1 split. Felimon sinking left hands into the body once again, bobbing and weaving underneath and scoring with a left cross, a left hand to the body is Felimon, and a right hand over the top. Dadaev being backed practically from corner to corner here in the boxing ring as Felimon continuing to work away. Will that work rate impress the judges as he's nudging shots home to the body? Right cross success over the lance-like left hand of the man in blue was a good shot from Felimon. Good counter right hand upstairs from Dadaev, but he takes a left hook which sends him tottering backwards. Breathing increasingly labored now from the man in blue. Felimon feeling the pace also, but willing himself forward. He's sustained damage and injury to his mouth. Single shot success from Dadaev as Felimon comes back and continues to work away with both hands to the body. We're beyond the midpoint of the 3rd and final round. Left hook from Felimon, again having a pronounced effect as Dadaev digging deep to access the reserves of his energy. Left hook around the corner from Felimon. Dadaev looking to get some distance between himself and his opponent from Cuba. Terrific left hook landed by the man in blue. Good left hand to the body from the man in red. And then the following fusillade of a flurry of punches to the body from Felimon, who is continuing to look to work his man over and keep him pinned to the ropes. Dadaev desperately tired, leaning over his man. Final minutes of what has been a pulsating 3rd and final round. Remember the context of the bout. All square for 3 of the 5 scoring judges as a hard right cross drills Dadaev. And Dadaev visibly fading by the second, and a standing count issued. Felimon incredibly determined to progress through to the gold medal bout. Now there is still 30 seconds to go here. Dadaev fading by the second, but digging deep to try and access his reserves of energy. Felimon putting a big shift to bring about that standing count. Dadaev holding on, he takes another right hand to the body. 10-second clapper sounds. Who can produce a rally to impress the judges and have it resonate in their minds? Oh, what a right hand landed by Felimon, and a left jab to the body to conclude the contest. And I'm inclined to agree with a man who has raised his hands as he skips back to his red corner. High fives over in that Cuban red corner, because I think he has turned it around here, Felimon, but of course it is going to be down to the 5 scoring judges. It was all square for 3 of the judges here ringside. Dadaev had a 2-point advantage, 20 points to 18. But Felimon got onto the front foot and brought about a standing count in the 3rd and final round. Let's get the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from red corner.
What a terrific performance from Jorge Felimon of Cuba, prevailing on a 3-1 split in a bout where 4 of the 5 cards have just 1 point between them, 29-28. That is how close it was for 4 of the judges. And for the second contest in succession, Jorge Luis Felimon Labaina has demonstrated terrific courage, commitment, and desire, overturning deficits and digging deep to edge his way back into a contest where he was trailing, and he will be going through to contest championship gold here against the home boxer Jakub Strzelecki, and that will be on the final day of competition here at Kielce 2021. Ramazan Dadayev deserves immense credit. He produced beautiful boxing behind a stiff, crisp left jab in the opening round, but the man from Cuba simply would not be denied and battled his way back into contention to edge his way over the winning line in first place. Well, what a frenetic 15th session of boxing we have had here at the Hala Legionov. 10 bouts featuring semi-final action in the light flyweight, bantamweight, light welterweight, middleweight, and heavyweight divisions. We now know the identity of all of the finalists in those 5 weight classes, and these are the session results confirming how those who have progressed through to the gold medal bout did it. Remember, action still taking place over in Ring B. My colleague Andy Clark is on commentary duty on that one. Switch your YouTube stream. Go over and check that one out. Subscribe to the AIBA YouTube channel, where you'll find plenty of archive and feature material that has been specifically made as well. And of course, the live streams bringing you top-class action from AIBA events all around the world. But here from Ring A, it just remains for me, Ronald McIntosh, on behalf of the entire team here at the Hala Legionov, to first of all remind you that tomorrow is a rest day, and I think that all of the finalists who remain in contention will welcome that. But we will be back in action for gold medal bouts towards the end of the week here at the Hala Legionov in Kielce. So from me, Ronald McIntosh, on behalf of the entire team here at the AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships for men and women, thank you for staying with us, and we'll see you again after tomorrow's rest day for further action here from Kielce 2021. Bye for now.